In the shadows of history, some stories linger, haunting the edges of reality. They weave through time, growing richer with each retelling. Among them stands a chilling tale from Quebec, a mystery that has echoed through generations. This is the legend of La Corriveau. Welcome to the Dusk-Bound Voices channel. Discover the details of this story. If you don't want to miss the many others we are preparing for you, subscribe to our channel now. In the second half of the 18th century, when Quebec's roads were still nothing more than dirt trails cutting through dense forests in absolute silence, a story was born that would cross generations, a story that still sends chills down the spine of anyone who dares to hear it to the end. Its name echoes like a whisper in the dark. La Corriveau. During the day, the village seemed peaceful. Open fields, simple houses, the distant sound of the wind moving through the trees. But when the sun disappeared on the horizon and night took over the landscape, something changed. The shadows seemed longer, the silence heavier, and fear began to walk alongside solitary travelers. Marie-Joseph de Corriveau was accused of murdering her own husband. Sentenced to death, her body was displayed inside an iron cage, hung at a crossroads. In full view of everyone, the intention was clear: to turn the body into a warning, a symbol of punishment, a message to anyone who dared to challenge order. But no one imagined the psychological effect this would cause. During the day, people looked away as they passed the road. At night, no one wanted to come near. The cage creaked to the wind. The metal struck slowly, producing a dry, repetitive, almost hypnotic sound. Some swore they heard footsteps nearby. Others said the structure seemed to move on its own, even when there was no wind at all. And then the reports began. Travelers claimed to have seen a hanging silhouettes swaying more than normal, as if something invisible were pushing it. Farmers swore they heard moans coming from the darkness. Children woke up frightened, saying they had dreamed of a woman with empty eyes, trapped inside a cage, asking for help or asking for revenge. Fear spread quickly. The road began to be avoided. Wagons changed their routes. People preferred to walk kilometers farther rather than pass near that place after sunset. The very name La Corriveau was enough to silence a conversation. When the cage was finally removed and the remains were buried, many believed the nightmare had ended. But that was exactly when the legend truly began. Residents began reporting sightings of a woman walking alone along deserted roads with stiff movements, as if she were still trapped in invisible iron. Some said she appeared suddenly at the edge of the road. Others claimed she seemed to follow travelers, always at a distance, silent, watching. In certain versions of the story, La Corriveau appeared carrying a cage on her back. In others, she emerged only as a distorted shadow with no defined face, but with a presence so heavy that the air seemed to grow colder around her. Animals became restless. Horses refused to move. Hearts raced without explanation. Those who swore they had seen her never described the same thing, but everyone agreed on one detail: the feeling of absolute fear. A fear that did not come only from the eyes, it came from the entire body. A primitive instinct saying that something was wrong, very wrong. Some accounts speak of people who heard her name being whispered in the dark. Others say they felt a cold touch on their shoulder, and when they turned around, there was no one there. Some even claim that on foggy nights, it is still possible to hear the metallic creaking of the cage, even centuries later. Is it just collective imagination? A memory that refuses to die? Or did something truly remain trapped in that place? Why do so many people in different times describe such similar sensations? Why does fear arise even before any logical explanation? Could certain stories carry an energy that travels through time? If you were alone, walking along an empty road, wrapped in fog, hearing only your own footsteps, and suddenly you heard a metallic creak behind you, would you have the courage to look? And if, when you turned, you saw only a silhouette standing in the darkness, would you keep walking? Or would you run without looking back? Perhaps La Corriveau is only a legend, or perhaps some stories never truly end. They simply wait for someone willing to do them in the dark. What you saw is only part of the story. To stay up to date on upcoming facts, mysteries, and revelations, like, subscribe, and follow our channel.